Hello, lovelies. It is Anita back again with Better Love Movement, and I wanted to talk with you a little bit about the idea of conditional femininity. So what is that, you're asking? What is the conditional femininity that a lot of women have been falling back on? A lot of women have been falling back on the idea that if they're not with a healthy masculine man, or if the man will not step up, the man will not plan dates or do things or, lift things and bring them in the house, if the man is not being the man, that keeps them from being in their feminine, right? So I would be feminine. I would be in my feminine if my man would step up and do his part. If my man were more masculine. And sorry, that's not going to fly. That's not how it works. Last I checked, as long as you have female reproductive organs, you have a vagina, you have been deemed the feminine, right? The energies, both energies reside in you, feminine and masculine, but you, in my mind, you are the feminine. You are the designated feminine, and I want you to embrace your nature. And this might sound hard to hear, but if you are not married and you are dating a man or in a relationship with a man who will not step up, who will not lead, who will not give and do and serve you and your family or your children or what have you, you really need to start asking yourself, why am I here? Why am I with this person? Because I want to be in my natural state of being, which is feminine, especially in a romantic relationship. So let me clarify. Outside of the romantic relationship, so when I am interacting with men that are not my man, right? There may be times where I have to give instruction. There may be times where I have to teach. There may be times where I have to be in that side of myself, whether it's because I'm supervising or I've hired a man to do something. So yes, those are the times where I'm going to activate my masculine energy because I want to make sure that I'm getting the service that I paid for, or if I'm a supervisor, or if I'm, a manager, if I'm managing a man, okay, he's not my man. So I have to do the duties related to my job. But in romance, this is what I'm trying to get in everyone's head. In romantic situations, I am the girl. I am the girl. And unless I signal, so it's like being on the highway and I'm driving in my lane and I'm in my lane and I'm in my lane. If I need to come over into another lane, I need to signal that that's what I'm going to do. And y'all are really not going to like this. So signaling, in my opinion, is asking for permission. It is not only alerting someone, it's my intention to come over, but it's kind of like asking for permission. That's what I'm going to do with my romantic partner. I am going to say, hey, I've got some thoughts about this. Is it okay if I share them? Hey, I was seeing that go a different way in my head, or I thought maybe we'd do something different. Are you open to kind of hearing my thoughts about that? Hey, I really was feeling, good about this plan, and then it looks like we're going in another direction. Like, I'm simply going to, with words, remember, with words, not with huffing and puffing and body language and rolling of eyes and sucking of teeth, with words, we're going to express, hey, I saw that going a different way, or I have some thoughts or opinions about this. Is it okay if I share them? Are you open to hearing my thoughts and opinions about that? And I can already hear it. There are women out there right now that are flipping out because I used the word permission. That I said, would it be okay if yes, that's how that should go. And then, oh, sure, babe, tell me what you were thinking. And then I share it. Like, that's it. But this is in romantic relationship. I have to make that clear because women are under the assumption that, oh, I'm going to be the girl everywhere I go. And I mean, if you're a manager at work and you have male, colleagues that are under you, you got to handle your business. Like, that's your job. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your man at home. Okay, I'm talking about you running everything at home, in your relationship, in your marriage. No, you are the girl. And if I am trying to interact with a man that wants to be my romantic partner and he's not the man, he's not able to lead, he doesn't want to lead, or just will not lead, isn't willing to lead, I'm not going to deal with him. I'm not going to put my femininity on a shelf to be with him. Heck no. That certainly isn't going to happen. I am going to take my femininity somewhere else. I'm going to take my femininity to a masculine man. That is how that should go. But I'm hearing this idea of, the last guy I dated, I couldn't be feminine. Then why are you dating him? That's really the question you need to ask yourself. Why are you dating a man that doesn't know how to be a man, or can't lead, or can't give and do and serve and be a healthy masculine man? Why do you have to lead everything? Why do you have to do everything? Because let me be frank, you're going to enjoy that at first because you're getting your way. And then when you're wore out, like all the women I work with, they eventually get wore out. And do you know why you eventually get wore out? Is because you're not designed to do it forever. Eventually, the feminine part of you is going to go, excuse me, hello, yes, my hand is raised, like, I can't do this no more. Why am I continuing to make all the plans? Why am I doing all the calling and the texting? Why am I deciding what we do all the time? Why am I lifting the groceries in from the car? Why am I paying all the bills? See? That part of you is going to rear its ugly head. It always does. And here's the funny thing. It will be at different times for different women. So depending on, who you are as a woman, some women can do it for weeks. Some women can do it for months. Some women can do it for years. But I can assure you, I've worked with too many women to not know this. Eventually, that day is coming. That day is coming. And I tell all the women who are in a new relationship, nope, reel it back in. Be the girl. Be the girl. Reel it back in. If this relationship is new, if this dating situation is new, reel it in. You are setting yourself up for heartache. You're setting yourself up you're doing everything right now and you're making everything happen. But trust and believe, you're going to get tired of that. You're going to feel yucky. Like, that's the only way I can express it. You're just going to feel, like, dang, I don't even feel like wanted or desired as a woman. I don't feel like, I have real worth or value to this man because I'm doing everything. I'm making everything happen. Yuck. Ugh, I can't do it. And can I be 100, like, all the way? So men say to me, okay, well, Anita, it looks like you're going to be by yourself. It looks like, okay. And I will enjoy all the feminine delights that I have to offer me because that's unnatural. It's unnatural for me to be with a man who is not masculine. It's like, then why would I be with one? That's completely unnatural to me. At least if I'm by myself and I'm enjoying all the feminine gifts that I have and that I bring, there's a peace there. There's a loving knowing that, okay, I appreciate me. Like, I think I'm sexy. I think I'm amazing. I think I'm beautiful. Right? And that's a constant. Like, that's a constant reminder to me of how amazing I am. But to be with a man that doesn't feel that way about me or doesn't show that, doesn't call, text, plan dates, bring flowers, like, I could remove him and just do that. Like, I could do that for me and not feel as bad. Like, I'm actually going to feel pretty good. So, no, there is no conditional femininity. Either you are or you're not. And here's another thing that's going to be hard to hear. You are not because of trauma. You are not because of wounds, childhood wounds, relationship wounds. That's why you're not. It actually has nothing to do with the man. It really doesn't. So when I hear women say, I couldn't be in my feminine with my last man, he wouldn't allow it, or he was trying to control me, or no, that's your wounding. Don't put it on him. That's a projection. That's your wounds. That's your traumas that you've been through. And I'm not here to make light of those things, but you must do the work. You must heal those things. You must identify them in order to heal them. And then you just show up feminine. And guess what? There are all types of men in the world, that love femininity, right? And even the feminine energy men, they're going to show up thinking, oh yeah, I want some of that. Now, I'm not going to do anything to get it. I'm not going to pay what it costs, but I want it for free. And you just say no. I do it all the time. Oh, no. This is not free. This is not free, sweetheart. This costs, and either you can pay the cost or you can't. Like, that's it. That's all you got to do. But no, this idea of conditional femininity, no, there is no conditional femininity. There is no conditional masculinity. I've told the men the same thing. This idea of, she won't let me lead. No, boo-boo, that's you. That's you. You won't lead. You won't put your foot down and say, look, I'm a man all day. That's what I'm going to do. And either you can rock with me or you can't. Like, that's what you're really afraid to do. You're afraid to set your feet square apart and say, don't go through my phone. Don't listen to my conversations. Don't talk to me that way. I don't like the tone in which you're talking to me. I feel disrespected. See, that is what healthy masculinity is. It is because that's all it knows how to do. It's not based on, but these women out here coming against me and raising their voice and their tone and this and that, and that's why I can't. No. Masculine men are not emasculated. They leave women like that alone. So I'm telling you guys the same thing I'm telling the women. There is no conditional masculinity. There is no conditional femininity. It's simply finding your complementary opposite. And I am not giving myself away for free. I am not giving myself to a feminine man, a feminine energy man. I am not, because I don't need more femininity. That's what I bring, right? That's what I bring. And I can do things for myself and feel amazing. So there is no such thing. There is wounding. And for the men, I believe it's trauma and wounding also, but I believe it's a lack of initiative and a lack of assertiveness. That's what's missing. So I believe deep down inside of every man is a masculine man, but it's that fear. It's the lack of taking initiative. It's the lack of assertiveness. Like, they need to assert themselves. They need to stop avoiding conflict at every turn. They too need to love themselves. They need to know their self-worth. Guys, I tell you the same thing I tell the women. I take no sides. I'm going to keep it 100. And if you have a woman that does not appreciate you, if you have a woman that wants to be out here, one foot in the street, and wants to, don't accept that. Do not accept that. Let her know that doesn't work for you. I want a woman that wants to be with me, that wants my eyes only, that wants my attention only. I want a woman that's, a family woman and wants to be with me and the children, wants to have a different kind of fun, not that running in the streets fun, not the Instagram fun, and the Facebook posting fun, not that kind of fun. Okay? You gotta be willing to say it. And it wasn't until someone whose name I won't speak, came on the scene and started, saying it and saying things that men had been afraid to say forever. Again, now all of a sudden, okay, yeah, I don't want that. Okay, but you should have been doing that. It shouldn't have gone this far. I have men that, like I said, their marriage is a joke. And they're just like, yeah, what do I do now? It shouldn't have gone this far. You let it get this far. And so I'm going to be honest, it's going to take a whole lot to bring it back on the track. It's way off in the ditch. But no, there's no conditional masculinity and no conditional femininity. So do the work, heal, grow, work on your traumas and your hurts. And for the guys, get more assertive, take initiative, and drop the fear. You have to be brave. Both of these things will require courage and bravery. That's what you got to do. But there is no conditional femininity, ladies. Sorry. Got to do the work. This is what it is all the time. And if a man can't step up, I don't give him me. Like, that just doesn't happen. I don't engage with men that are not masculine. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Your subscription means everything. It helps me to make more free content. Thank you so much. And as always, stay open to love. So you found the man who makes you feel unlike any other, and you are dating him exclusively, or you are in a committed relationship or marriage. Now what? The work is actually just beginning, ladies. It's how you now show up every day that will determine the health and happiness of your relationship. I wrote this book especially for women who desire to have the feminine skills necessary to get the best out of their man. Men are actually not that complicated. And if you are open to learning about them, you can have the relationship or marriage of your dreams. Get your copy of the brand new book, Do Well, A Feminine Woman's Guide to Relationship Success, on Amazon today.